Hello folks, hello Twitch, hello YouTube. We are back again with another episode of Making Pac-Man in Minecraft. I have made a ton of progress off camera, of course, I just can't help myself. I've been working on this game pretty much non-stop, so hopefully that's alright with everybody. Hey Aegis, thank you for joining the chat. Hey Skulk, thank you again for joining the chat. I wonder why my concurrent viewers is not showing up in my little OBS panel. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, we are back. We are creating Pac-Man in Minecraft, and I've made a ton of progress. Basically, all systems are in place except for the spawning chamber in the Nether to get these guys in place. So right now, in order to get the piglins in place, so just to catch you guys up, piglins are ghosts in my game. So this is Pac-Man. We don't have ghosts in Minecraft, obviously. So I'm using piglins. The reason I'm using piglins is because of their anger mechanics. So they'll, chase you from quite a distance away, and they will stay angry at you for a very long period of time. And it works, lends itself very well to the mechanic of ghosts. So nonetheless, that's the one system that I haven't completed yet. So we have a connection to the Nether, but it just goes here. There's nothing over here right now. So I do have to do some sort of kind of gold farm style spawning platform, probably magma blocks, standard kind of gold farm spawning platform. But instead of dropping them to their death or hacking them up with swords, I have to transport them in groups through this portal, awaiting for their entry into the game. They're not agreeing on the entry, but that's what's going to happen. So that's one system that we have to do. Another system is I have a couple bugs with my point counter. So this point counter is a custom design. I did it primarily yesterday, but over the weekend I worked on how basically to count, or this is less of a point counter, it's more of a item counter, or pulse divider is the technical term in Redstone, that I utilize in order to know if players have dropped or collected and dropped all the pickups. So right now we have iron pellets. Here, let me get in here. We have iron pellets dropping on each one of these pressure plates, and essentially the player runs around, collects all those pellets, and then drops them into this white carpet. There's 78 iron nuggets or pellets to collect, and as soon as you collect all of them, your level is complete, and then more will drop along with some fruit and stuff like that. Yeah, very intricate noodles. It's getting worse and worse as time goes by. I'll go through and explain all the systems briefly in a few, but right now I just want to focus on the systems that I have completed for those who are catching up from the last episode. The last thing I did was basically this little thing, just kind of threw it in place. So this needs to be redone. I want to raise it up a little bit because currently when the piglins slide down this water stream, they bump into each other, get stuck before they can fall down. So I just want to give a little bit more distance so they'll have more of a dramatic drop. Hey Sam, thanks for joining the stream. Oh, I like the palette for the flooring there. Yes. Okay, let's get into that. This is the briefest time over the weekend I spent redecorating. So I was never super in love with the whole, here, let me just turn on gamma so you can kind of see better on the stream. Note when all the pellets are in place and the piglins are walking around, everybody's walking on these pressure plates, which are on top of redstone lamps. So you'll see light plays a very important aspect of the game, essentially. So the board won't always look dark and gloomy like this. It'll actually brighten up quite a bit when the game is in action. Also up here, these observing platforms, which is just lined with Skulk on the floor right here. This is I'm gonna kind of decorate this, furnish it a little bit, kind of like I don't know, I want a dusty old gambling kind of Vice kind of thing where old gangsters are hanging out, basically watching people run through the gauntlet, so to speak. Unwitting participants running through and getting slashed to bits by a piglin. So that's kind of the vibe. So I'm going to furnish a lot of this, and it's going to be a place for us, us meaning the astraeasmp that I'm going to build this on, us strays to kind of hang out and, I don't know, maybe play some bets. I don't know. Might be kind of fun. So that's the idea there. However, I'm leaving decorating to the last bit because I don't know how much more room my noodles are going to have to take up. So I want to finish all the noodles essentially before I even touch any sort of furnishing or anything, because I might have to cut through a wall or something. Okay, so what are we on to? This circuit, or whatever you want to call it, this portion, this module, is the only thing that's completely undone, or not done. The other things that I still have to fix up is this circuit, which is, again, the item counting. So you drop 78, you collect and drop 78 iron nuggets from the system. You toss them into those hoppers, which are, it's actually right here on the outside, but in the inside, they're marked with sea lanterns and white carpet. So you toss those in, your items in here. Throughout the board, you don't have to toss them all at once. You can, anytime you have an opportunity when these piglins are chasing you around, you can drop them in, and they make their way over to an item filter. So you can drop anything into that, by the way. You could just drop, if you get like other pickups like rotten flesh or something, say, as you kill these piglin, or something else, some other drop, you can just toss it in as like trash, and I filter everything out. So I filter the iron nuggets into this line, and then basically this contraption over here counts up how many iron nuggets passed. If there's 78, so a stack in 14, if there's 78 items, then a level will reset. So that's basically the objective of the game, is to see how far you can get, like level 1, level 2, level 3. I have my 11-year-old son who's pretty good at Minecraft. Mind you, he's an 11-year-old. So I have an 11-year-old son who was playing it over the weekend, and he got up to level 4 without really trying hard. So I'm thinking, as we progress as players, maybe level 8, level 10 might be achievable, might even be easy. So I'm debating on how I'm going to display the levels. I was initially thinking, okay, I'll just have lamps, and just each lamp illuminates, I'll have 20 lamps or something, each lamp illuminates. But if it gets above, like, say 15, 20, I'm thinking maybe I might want to do a 7 segment display, and 2 7 segment displays, obviously, so I can get up to level 99. No one's going to get that high. Mark my words, no one's going to get that high. It's because as the game progresses, every level I drop an extra piglin in. So unless you're killing like 2 piglins at a time, which is fairly difficult to do, you're probably going to be overrun by piglins. By level 10, obviously, you'll have 10 extra or 9 extra piglins. So it's going to be very, very difficult. So I'm thinking, level 10, level 15 or something like that will probably be the cap out. Nonetheless, this system right here, I designed it myself. So essentially it counts as items flow through this hopper chain, and it moves items from this dropper to this dropper. As soon as this dropper is empty, the entire system resets. So I was actually, all these failed attempts at doing this circuit. This is what I spent my whole weekend doing, is designing these stupid circuits. A few of these are online. I got them from online. This one is a fairly popular one. I can't remember the names of the creators. It's not really worth a mention, in all honesty. I mean, they're doing great jobs. They're doing tutorials on how to do these like pulse dividers and everything, but none of it would work for me. That's why it's not really worth a mention, because I'm not going to use them in my build. But this one's really interesting. So this one actually is itemless. So it uses comparator logic as... I don't have anything set up here. Let me just put a lever on this so you can kind of see what happens here. As time clicks, see, notice that went to 13 and then down. So as it gets a steady pulse, it'll just count down really, really quickly. And that's the main problem with this one, is it was too slow to react, because the signal has to pass through all these comparators on this level, which only does 14 pulses, and then this level increments another 14, so you get 15 times 15 essentially pulses. It's an interesting concept, however, it just would not keep up. This one, similar issue. It could keep up, except for there was no way to easily reset it. So this worked on a similar concept where it passes items from this dropper to this dropper. But if you were halfway done with a level and you dropped half of the items, say, there was no way for me to put all items back into this side. Instead, the next level or the next player would start with that deduction. So say if you if you went through and you only dropped 14 sticks into the dropper and then you died, the next player would only have to drop 64 sticks and then, or iron nuggets, I should say, and then they the level 2 would start. So you'd still have iron nuggets on the ground, you know, and you would start a new level. So there's really no way to get under these guys because of these comparators. There's no way to get to the side or push. I tried to do the observer clock connected to the side of one of these, but there's no real easy way to know which side I need to transfer, because the way this works is that it transfers this side and this side, this side, this side, and as it goes back and forth, levels would be counted, or the pulse division would be counted. So there's really no way to easily reset it. So I came up with this design. Sorry if this is boring, you guys. So I came up with this design, and this design basically, here's my stream of items through this hopper. So here, let me just demonstrate. Let's get a bunch of nuggets. So right now I think it's reset. So it's going for 78, and after 78, actually I don't have anything like signaling, but you'll see. So I'll drop a bunch of items in. As you can see, it's ticking away, so it's counting all those items. And as soon as this hopper is empty, this hopper will kick in. So right now this hopper is locked. It won't, nothing will happen. It's essentially just, it's unpowered. It's just sitting there dead. And as soon as this guy reaches 0, this comparator will turn off, and basically this hopper or this dropper will activate. You'll see really quick what happens. It's actually, I'm really proud of how the circuit turned out. And this is version 1. Version 2, I actually have an even better reset mechanism. So dropper clock is now emptying this into these hoppers. Nothing will flow into this until this dropper is empty, because I have a comparator wrapping around to this repeater, locking this hopper. So everything's funneling into this hopper. However, it's not emptying into this until this is empty. So now this is empty. And now, yep. So we're almost full. As soon as this one's full, yeah, now we're going. Now it'll fill. So as you can see, it takes a while. So right when this was empty, that's when the level is technically complete. So that's when I drop the next, the next items for the, say you went from level 1 to level 2. However, it's still resetting. So it's probably halfway through a reset right now. And it would probably work given, unless you're speed running the levels. I think that this would probably work. It's probably fine that it's still resetting. However, I wanted to speed it up just in case, just to kind of stress test it a little bit. So my next option was this, essentially. I use a boat in a chest over 2 hoppers and the dropper. So essentially the dropper's kicking items into the boat and chest, and now I have double hopper speed. Both these hoppers are locked. Same exact logic of that circuit right over there we just looked at, except for these 2 hoppers are locked now, as opposed to just one going in. So this one has a far quicker reset mechanism because, again, it's double hopper speed, and it's transferring from the dropper into the chest. And a Minecraft chest boat essentially acts kind of like a hopper minecart, so it discards, or it takes in items, I should say, very, very, very quickly. So it keeps up with this dropper, or this observer clock very, very quickly. So that's it. I mean, it's not the most compact circuit, but it's working really, really well. I squeezed it in right over here, and it's surprisingly efficient. The only problem I'm running into, and I think this is just due to my mess of noodles, is this purple line right here is a reset line. And essentially what I do is I have a what would this be? A falling edge monostable circuit that kicks on this piston, and it's just a regular piston, and it pushes up this block to basically reset the whole thing if you're halfway done. So what happens is, again, back to that problem, I'm a player, I run through the level, I pick up 32 iron nuggets. I drop those 32 iron nuggets into a hopper and then I die. So the system is halfway through, you know, counting, not quite halfway, but you know what I mean, like through counting the level. However, if you die, now I have, you know, 32 items here. I'll just demonstrate. So now I have 32 items here. So as you see, that just lifted up. So I'm in this weird limbo space where I can't have another player start because the system is going to think that player has already dropped 32 items into the hoppers, you know. And when I start a level, I drop all items. Obviously, I'm not just going to exempt 32 droppers up there. That would be a nightmare. So the reset circuit kicks over here. This monostable circuit pushes this up and then just basically hits this guy alone with a observer clock and then just empties it out. And I can demonstrate that really quick. So keep an eye out over here. So boom, hits it. It's emptying, and we are done any second now. Boom, done. That's it. So they all funneled in. Because, again, the circuit pushes it up to the chest boat, and now they're funneling in with double hopper speed, and now we're done. So as you can see, like, this system is so... Here, let's just leave one stick in here. So pretending that a player got almost done with the level, and all they had left was one iron nugget that they have not dropped yet. So I do that, reset. And right now the game is resetting. The hoppers are going through collecting all items and stuff. There's no way to play the game. So this is pretty about as fast as you can possibly get to reset. Boom. That's it. The whole game just reset. The hopper, these guys right here to collect items would still be running at that point. So that is by far the not the slowest, you know, circuit reset. The slowest circuit reset is waiting for the piglins to exit into their love chamber down here. This is I basically discard all used up piglins at the end of each game, I should say, not each level, but each game, because I don't want an unfair advantage, like someone, you know, beat up on a piglin and then they just come in and, you know, they can take them out or what have you. So that's it. That is what I'm working on. And like I said, this, for some, I think maybe the pulse is too short or something like that. Once in a while, this circuit just won't reset. So I'm not sure exactly why that's happening. All right, do I have a bunch of guys? No, they all despawned. I went too far away. All right, I'm just going to demonstrate the game because I think that's going to be a little bit more exciting for you guys. I'm just going to get a bunch of these guys in place. Babies sometimes break the system and sometimes don't, so I am going to either fix that or just discard babies on the nether side. I think I'm just going to discard them on the nether side, in all honesty. And the reason that they break it is because they can squeeze, yeah, like right here. Like that. That is not going to work out. Whoops. I hate when I do that. Yeah. Oh, no, they'll just get in the system. If they just work themselves out, that's totally fine. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nope, he doesn't want to move. Alright, well, you're gonna move. Do you really? Really, dude? Alright, okay. So when they fall down there, the system is live or in between stage right now, so they'll just go for this turtle egg and then fall down into the death chamber. So that's that one guy that just went. That's totally good. Okay, so the system is primed. It is ready to go. So I get in here. I make sure my spawn is set. That is my reset mat. I can't touch it right now because it's blocked. And then I will go game mode. Actually, first let me clear out my inventory because I don't want to flood the system with a bunch of nonsense. I know, children, exactly, ages, exactly. Game mode, survival. All right, so I smack this guy. You can hear them all get angry. I'm down, I'm in the system. I'm running around. Let's turn off game mode, just make sure. Okay, so when I get a pickup, let's see. Oh yeah, I switched from axes. Health potions are the way it's at now. Or what? Oh god, he's gonna kill me. I just want to get a few items in here. Oh, never mind. I didn't even get a few items. Okay, so that's it. That was round one. I'll wait for the reset. I'll do round two. Hey, Asumi, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun, Aegis. I can't wait for it to completely launch. So this is the reset time. It's not horribly bad. I think it's like a minute and a half. maybe 2 minutes long. So right now minecarts are running under, collecting everything. Piglins are exiting the system so a new batch can come in. And as soon as this opens, the game is ready to run again. So it's just gonna take a second here. There you go. So yeah, probably about a minute and a half. Which I don't think is really bad at all. It gives you time to think about the error of your ways and how you're gonna improve next time. All right, let's do it again. All right, here we go. All right, this is what I just want to dump some. Okay, you got a little bit of a lead time on them because it takes a little while for the system to get all 4 piglins into the court, the land, the board, the level, whatever. Sorry, I'm trying to run here, so. Okay. Oh, seriously? There we go, got him. Ooh, jeez. You do get regen, and resistance from the power-ups, as you can see in the top right corner. The beeping sound is it counting the iron nuggets. That's on purpose, it's by design. Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Oh geez. And you get fruit. Oh geez. So you can eat. Not the most nourishing snacks, but you do get snacks. Oh, do I have all the items? No, I still have some. Come on. Did I make it? I didn't make it. Oh, I'm dead. Nope, they didn't catch me. Oh. Okay, there's more over here. These guys are just, that's the thing, they get kind of, they're piglins, so they're not the smartest. Did I get it? Oh, I didn't get it. Where? So that's why the lights play an integral play. Because, why are you blocking me? That guy's playing strategically. Okay, here we go. Are they not mad at me anymore? That has literally never happened in all the testing where they aren't mad. They aren't mad. That's wild. Okay, well, it's really easy now. I'm gonna punch one really quick though here. That's the first time that's ever happened. That's really wild. Okay, there we go. There we go. Level reset. Here comes some more items, and boom. We're off to the races again. Okay, so that's it. That is a round of the game. Yeah, they shouldn't get... Oh, you know what? That's the first time it's happened since the redecoration. I bet the glass is the reason that happened. So that actually might force me to use a different top surface. Because I think I'm out of a view range, Like I break, what is it, the sight line? I break that, and the glass... I guess the grates didn't have that problem, because all the time that I was testing with the grates, they never calmed down, or the forgiveness timer or whatever it's called. Here, let's just test it really quick. Let's do waxed copper grates. Put that back on. That will not take long. But that might force my hand to just do copper grates. Or I could do slabs as well, and then you can see right across the board, which I'm not opposed to whatsoever. I just want to test to see, because I thought grates would act exactly the same, or glass would act exactly the same as grates. But again, that's the first time, and I tested this dozens of times with my son, so. And they were always angry. They never calmed down. All right, here we go. But that's why we do these things. Okay. Is that all of them? That's all of them. So that's fine. It's not a big deal. I really love this though with with shaders. That's the reason I picked this as the flooring, the warped stem, because this looks so cool. I really want like the vibes to be kind of alien a bit, you know? Like the lore of this game is going to be, I'm going to essentially build a very basic kind of strip mall-esque building on the top, like on the surface. And there's going to be an arcade inside. So the arcade's going to be like, you know, carpets and like, I'll fake, you know, using armor stand magic, I'll fake a couple arcade machines, you know, like little basic arcade machines. But in the back of the arcade, like you go through like a little dark hallway and there's a stairwell or some way to get down to this level. So this will be like the nefarious, like illegal, illicit activity kind of level where you're, you know, gambling on your friends, running around and getting killed by piglins. That's the lore. That's what I'm thinking. So the basic structure will be like way up here somewhere, and then you'll have to kind of sneak your way into the bottom, into the bowels of hell. All right, let's test this with whoops, ooh, darn it, I always do that. Let's test this with that in place. Let's add a few more of these guys. All right. All right, that's another thing I added. So this is a Rexstone design. Rexstone is a YouTuber that designs these really cool compact circuits. He actually mainly does like casino games and stuff like that. But he made this potion brewer, automatic potion brewer, that's essentially getting a signal from this hopper. So if this hopper ever runs empty, it will just continually brew potions. Right now I have it brewing instant damage 2 harming potions to heal this dude. I have it exactly at this point, like it drops right here because I don't want players to get injured when they hit this guy. So it's just enough distance away, and when this closes, they won't actually get hurt. All right, illegal aliens didn't know you now. That is very dorky. Thank you, Birdie. Thank you. That is awesome. Thank you. I'm totally fine. I rearranged my monitor here, so I'm falling behind on the chat. Here, let me move the chat over so I can see it a little better. That'll work better. There we go. A little closer to my eyes. All right. Okay, let's do game mode. Survival. And let's hit them and see what happens. See if they all stay angry at me. I'm thinking that they will. I think it's the glass, which is wild. That copper grates are more transparent, I guess, than glass. Oh, how did I miss him? You guys saw that. I threw it right through him. All right. I've got that guy, you sucker. He hit me, though. Okay, where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? This way? Good. I'll go this way. I gotta drop. Oh, I'm in their chamber. Okay, I gotta drop. Oh, no. Well, they definitely stayed angry at me that time. Let's see. I'm gonna corner myself. I'll just build around myself and just see if they continually stay angry. Actually, that's not gonna work. I have to keep. I'll just try to avoid them instead of trying to actually play the game like real. All right, this is a good example where I'm curious if that circuit reset itself because it was in the middle of counting. So let me just go check that circuit really quick. Yeah, I don't know if it reset. No, see, it didn't reset. So this is the example. For some reason, what if it's like in the middle of counting, the circuit isn't resetting properly. And I don't, oh, darn it. That was wild. Oh, that's because I have this on. Okay. I don't think it's due to this circuit. I think it's due to my reset, like this coming through. Maybe it's because of this. Maybe it's getting power when it shouldn't get power or something along those lines. So I might have to route it just around this little filter system. No big deal though. Oh, by the way, the arrows are for the they're for the power up. So when you pick up a power up, it can only be this pressure plate is what actually triggers the power up itself. So you pick up the health potion, this pressure plate lifts up, it moves this redstone block above this dispenser, which shoots an arrow, and an arrow has a timeout of a minute. So it'll only last a minute, your power-up, each power-up. And they stack, so it's not like you, it's not cumulative, it's not like 1, 2, 3, you know, you can't get 4 minutes. So if you hit another power-up within 30 seconds, you'll just get a minute added on to the counter. And essentially this line just goes over to these sticky pistons, pushes these wool blocks out of the way, and then activates the 3 beacons. That's where your power-up comes from. Sorry, I'm falling behind in the chat. Went right through him. Yeah, must be block things. How'd you throw a stack of items out of your bar? Oh, it's a Control Q, Command Q. You can throw a stack. That's going to be integral to this game. You got to be able to discard that stack as quickly as possible. So I'll put that in the instructions just in case. All right, game is reset. I'm gonna just play the evade game, just because I want to ensure that these guys will maintain their anger. Come on, hit them. Get down there. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna run around and evade. So right there, you'll hear it. Oh, you probably couldn't hear it. Whoa! The arrow shooting off is what I was pointing out. You hear the arrow shooting, and then I'll have a power-up for a minute. Oh, geez. Maybe I'm gonna suck at evading them, too. Just gotta run around the perimeter. They're definitely still angry. No question about that. Alright, let's run to this side, and then run. Oh no, there's a baby! Okay, this might not be the best level. The best time to test this. The babies are quick. Oh geez, there's a baby. Yeah, the baby's gonna murder. The babies are kind of unfair, to be honest. That's what my son said. There we go, kill that guy. Of course, that's gonna drop another piglin. When I kill him, oh no, here he comes. So every time you kill a piglin, another one drops, just like in Pac-Man. Every time you kill a ghost, it returns to its home and then becomes a new ghost. So that is functionality that's totally working. However, if you kill 2 piglins... This is insane. Okay, one is angry? How could one be angry at me, but not both? That's wild. Huh. Yeah, definitely segregating them in the nether. Even with speed 2, because I give you speed 2 on the beacon, and those babies will catch you. And you can't see them, obviously. They're absolutely horrible little B-words. Anyway, must be de-aggroing when they stay too far from the player. Yeah, but they have like a viral thing. Yeah, I know, F3, F4. You said it to me before. Creative, okay. Yeah, they have a viral thing with the anger, so usually if they're in a range of other angry piglins, they'll just continually stay angry. Let me try to replace the grates with slabs. I'm just gonna do some smooth stone slabs for right now. Because the board isn't even, it's like 32 blocks, I think you have to stay away for them to de-aggro. I don't even think the board is 32 blocks. I'm pretty sure it's not. I think it's like 22 or something like that. Now that I'm thinking about it though, my play testing with my son, he is very aggressive with the piglins. So it might be because I'm just not hitting them enough. Nonetheless, I have no opposition to, there's so many slabs in the game, to having it decorated like this rather than having the grates or glass or anything like that. I think I could make it look really cool. I was thinking about doing some like gradient or texturing as well, so not everything's so monochromatic, but that might be a little difficult to pull off with, you know, these spaces are so tight and everything. At least that that theory though with the glass performing exactly like copper grates, that seems to be holding true, because I'm like 99% sure that when they brought copper grates into the game, they pretty much have the same characteristics. Like mobs won't spawn on them as glass. You know, mobs won't spawn on them, and they pretty much behave redstone-wise. They behave the same. You know, they're a transparent block. All right, let's try this again. So let me make sure I don't have anything in my inventory. No, okay. F3, F4. Survival. I only had to do it once. Okay. Actually, crap. Nope. Gotta add more to the system. I don't know how many are in here. A lot of these systems I literally have just designed because I was so sick of playtesting with my son and like running around and refilling this system and refilling that system. It's like, I just need to design it so it's automated. Okay, here we go. Okay, none have dropped yet, which is good. One is dropped. This is actually a whole different level of play now. This is kind of fun. I actually kind of like it. Okay, come here, dude. Is there a baby? I can't believe these babies. Oh no. I don't know, maybe babies do need to be in the system. They're like impossible. Oh, you little... Oh no. Oh. Yep. They definitely stayed angry. Okay, let me do it again and really try to evade them. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, wait for the reset. I don't have to do anything else. Okay, Aegis, I think the slabs is not bad. The lights for the points are still seen well, and seeing the piglins is okay. I agree. I think it's I think it looks really good. Obviously, it's not going to be smooth stone slabs. I think I can do better than that, but it'll give me an opportunity to kind of bring a little bit more decoration in, because there's way more variety, obviously, of slabs than there is glass. All right, here we go. And we're off. I didn't refill the system, that's fine though. Okay, now let's really just try to play the evade game. You might say that, but I just wanna test it, pressure test this a little bit. Oh jeez. Never mind. Okay. Let's do it again and try to play the evade game. Wow, that was legit. They actually like flanked me. That's even better than the Pac-Man goes. All right, let me do something really quick too. Let's... Never mind. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, waiting for the reset. Waiting for the reset. Would third person be considered? Oh no, I don't think so. Or position free cam overhead and controlling the player. I think that's totally fair game. My son was doing F5 for a bit, and he said it was advantageous. I don't think it really benefits. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like this. Definitely not for me. I mean, maybe if I got used to it, but I think that would just slow me down. Get out of me. Oh. I can do better. It was because I was distracted with the F5. Thank you, Skulk. Yeah, it does look fun. Again, I'm not, well, maybe this isn't again. I was talking to my son, but I'm not very good at this game. I've been focused so much on the design that I have not gotten any sort of movement practice or anything. And yeah, I'm terrible. I barely can get to level 2. So players like you, Skulk, I think PvP, PvPers out there and, people who are good at parkour and stuff will excel, but I've never claimed to be fantastic at that. I know rising and falling edge monostable circuits, but and how to design a really cool bridge, but when it comes to moving and running and all that stuff, did I run out of piglins? That's a shame. Okay, I ran out of piglins. Okay, let's. You go through them quicker than you expect. That's for sure. Because again, after each level, oops, did not mean to do that. After each level, I reset all the piglins. So you're gonna go through 4, or not after each game, I should say, not level. Really need to get this circuit going. I can't wait to bring this on the server, though, onto the astraeasmp, because even just for the sake of playtesting, before it's completely ready, get a few, like... Oh, jeez. That's what happens, too, is you get too many down there, and now they're entity cramming, and now you have a bunch of weakened piglins, but that's fine. No big deal. Yeah, so get players that are better than me at this game playing, because... not only is it good for pressure testing the game, but also it's way easier for me to fly around and see where the systems are going wrong when I'm watching some other player than play it myself, obviously. It is very difficult to see like that reset circuit that I was talking about. It's like, why is that reset circuit not working properly? It's like impossible to find out. Okay, that's the downside of slabs, is the iron nuggets are getting stuck on top now, so that's going to throw out the count of the game. They're not going to get collected, so I have to figure that out. Probably just build more height and have like a viewing gap, I think would probably be the solution there. But that's not what we're focused on. We are focused on evading these guys to make sure that they're going to stay angry. All right, over here in the corner, yeah, they're definitely, I mean, they're locked onto me. This is actually even better of a design in general, because they're just locked on. They are not letting me get out of the way. You get really lucky. 1 out of 9 chance that you'll get a golden apple from the system. So I got really lucky there. And again, one fruit drops at the beginning of the level, and then you only get fruit after you kill a piglin. So the only way to heal yourself is to beyond the power-ups, but the power-ups you only get 4, so you get 4 minutes of power-up tops. So if I run out of energy here, or run out of hunger, then I'm pretty much forced to go head-to-head with the piglins and hope for the best. I think we've fixed the issue. See, the fruit just dropped. I don't know what kind. Oh, not good. Just a cherry. Okay. All right. Or just sweet berries, rather. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do like a way so they can't get, so that when the player gets killed, currently, I bet that I drop those nuggets on top. Yeah, right here. So that can't happen, because now I can't clear those items out, and the next player that comes through will be able to pick up those items. So I'll have to be able to put a stack like this of blocks on top. However, there's still a chance if I die that those things are going to get stuck in there. So that's going to be a design challenge. Unfortunate design challenge. That's for another day, though. All right, let's see. What do we got in chat? Entity cram, yeah, for sure. They are locked in. Oh, that's a nice touch. Can come in clutch. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Let me think. Let me just place blocks like this on top, just to see if that will prevent the blocks from getting stuck on top of the slabs. Because I cannot have that happening. Another way around this this thing too is to somehow get the piglin that you punch on the top, for him to have eyes on you throughout the whole board. I don't know how hard that's gonna be though. That would require him to have like a bird's eye view, like essentially for me to punch a hole up toward him. I think that might be more work than it's worth. It doesn't have to be him either, it just has to be another piglin that's kind of stationary in a boat or something like that. But let's see if this works really quick. And I should really use just glass for this, but whatever. Yeah, iron bars wouldn't work either, yeah, because they would get stuck in between fences, iron bars, all that stuff would be, wouldn't work very well. And this is my potion brewer for health potions, and that's my, those are my attack drops. So I went away from the axes to the health potions, instant health potions, for two reasons. One, it gives the player an opportunity to heal, and two, it does a significant amount of damage to the piglins. So typically, with strength 2 from the beacon and a health potion, one hit and one health potion, you can take out a piglin. And sometimes you can take out multiple at once. So that's the thinking there. Let's put these guys back. That's another thing. I don't have returns on all systems yet, so I just have a collection chamber. Iron is the only thing that's being collected and returned properly to iron nuggets to the droppers. All the rest of this stuff I have to manually collect, which isn't a big deal yet, but I am going to have to design systems that return this stuff to their rightful place. Whoops, big potato. There we go. Okay. All right, let's try again. Oh, darn it. I just hit reset. I hate when I do that. All right, well, let's try again in a few. I accidentally stepped on the pressure plate. When I'm flying around through walls, Axiom allows you to do that, like phantom mode. I end up activating pressure plates, so now the game is resetting. Not a huge deal. I just have to wait for it to run its course really quick, and then it'll be back, ready to go. All right. Flip side from last week, which I had a ton of YouTube issues, this week I'm having Twitch issues. I think I know why though, because I thought that Twitch's enhanced broadcast setting would ignore the fact that I'm sitting in a 1440p stream, but obviously it's not. So if you're on Twitch and you're getting choppiness and stuff, I apologize, but Twitch needs to fix their program because they should allow you to send a higher res stream and then downscale it for you. It's not my fault. It's their fault. Okay. Let's get this. Okay. Is it still in reset mode? Can't be. All right, whatever. We'll just force the reset. No big deal. I have to have like scaffolding and stuff to connect all this stuff when I actually build in survival. It's going to be a bit of a chore. Right, so that's set. That's set. And that's set. Okay, let's try this again. All right. Definitely have plenty of piglins. Okay, so what we're testing is to make sure that the drops, when I get murdered by these piglins, which is inevitable, that the drops will not get stuck on these slabs. Oh, that was quick. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna do a couple. I'm gonna do a couple deaths just to kind of pressure test it a little bit. All right, these guys are exiting to stage left. See you guys. Nice knowing you. Good job. All right, let me replace all this with glass too. All these guys, because I'll be able to see the items. Whoa, that is insane. I'll be able to see the items a little better if they do get stuck. Okay, cool. Alright, that'll do that. Kind of still has a cool look. I mean, the stone slabs are a little but there's a wild look. Just a crazy look, actually. Okay, here we go. Let's not step on that pressure plate. Change into survival, punch the pig, and we're off. Where's my power up? Are you kidding me? There it is. Oh. That was terrible. But I had stuff in my pocket, so let's see if it gets stuck. Yeah, it did. Darn it. What? Like, come on, Mojang. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to solve this. That's gonna be a difficult thing. The piglin staying angry and then items not getting stuck. That's gonna have to be something I'm gonna have to ideate over for a little while. Because frankly, the slab thing, it's fine. It works, but ultimately, I might never really be able to maintain eye contact with these guys, and it might be a better overall idea to somehow make it so this guy, doesn't have to be this guy specifically, it could be any other piglin, can see. So he's like up here in his throne. Like it could even be like, not obviously right here because that's where they fall through, but somewhere on the top of the board. And they can see you, but they're protected. And they could just be on like, you know, this kind of thing. Where it's, let's turn on gamma. Like they could just be in a chamber like this. Really? Of all the piglins. Then he runs out. Of course he runs out. Really? You didn't go for it? But it's so tasty. Alright. Yeah, so something like this. There we go. So he can't get out. He's stuck. Except for right now he's on powdered snow, so obviously that's gonna block a drop. But you get the idea. So they would be able to see you no matter where you were. And frankly, they don't even necessarily have to be in the board. Like they could just be out here. Somewhere like... Need to maintain eyesight, so somewhere like right here. Like that. So they could just be surrounding the board, and I'll name tag them and everything, and so they won't despawn. And players that are watching, actually I put trapdoors as opposed to these blocks sticking out and stuff so that it wouldn't look so weird. But players that are watching, they, you know, wouldn't be able to hit them or anything because they're kind of out of the way. So something along those lines would work. Let's just try to do that really quick. Test it again. And make make sure that my theory is correct. What did I do? What did I do? So 2 and then 1 open here. So 2, 1 open here. Yeah, that's it. And then what? 1, whoops. Yeah, here, like that. Okay, let's put another guy in here. And another guy over here. I mean, I wouldn't need 4, but for symmetry's sake, that's what I'm doing. Definitely would not be necessary for the actual functionality of the game. Whoops, like this. Right, right. Right, right. Right, right, right. And this. Okay, so those guys will stay inevitably angry. Let's put this back to, I guess, the blue glass. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Got a piece of warp shells might be nice. Oh yeah, for the corners. Yeah, yeah, yes, as opposed to trapdoors. The shells would probably be even better because can't flip them up and down and, you know, look all weird. What a stream. I'm just sitting here breaking glass. How is that still there? Oh, it's because I killed that piglin. Killed that baby piglin earlier. That's what activates the fruit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nope, nope, nope. Actually, what am I doing? Now I can actually just replace. There we go. I love the sound of that. I love that replacement thing with Axiom. I think these guys are high, these guys I'm talking are high enough up where they should be able to see you no matter what, but if they're not, then I'll actually raise them up 1 more, which is probably the most ideal spot. But let's just try it here and play test really quick. Alright. Alright. Cool, 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 except for over here. And we're good. It is dark in here. Alright. Oops. What? Am I not typing right? Jeez. Okay. I think we're good to set. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay. And 4. Boom, boom, hit him, please, thank you. All right, here we go. The piglins are plumb full, so I think we'll be good count-wise. But that actually kind of looks cool. It's like eerie. I'm just like staring down at you, judging you. Oh, once in a while they do get on the top. Players can get on the top too, but it's not really, doesn't really serve them too much benefit, the players or the piglins, because you're gonna have to ultimately jump down. Oh my god. Jump down because that's the only way to play the game, is to be on this level. Oh, jeez. So far, so good. They seem like they're angry at me. I think we got a winning solution. And 4 on each corner. That, I mean, you'll definitely be within eyesight of one of these guys, no matter where you are on the board. You thought so, guys. You thought so, but I outsmarted you. I got 6 more. 6 more nuggets. Beetroot. Who put beetroot in the system? What a jerk. 4 more items. Over here I can see some. Oh, 2 more items. Beetroot. That wasn't good for nothing. Where's the other 2 items? Where are they? Oh, no, that's another light. It's not. Oh, there they are. I see the light. 2. Boom. All right. Can I do it? Can I do it? Did I actually kill one? Yeah! I killed 2, so now I'm only gonna get 1 piglin. That's the, if you kill 2 within a second... Oh no, there's 3, okay. Oh no, that's because the other one dropped. Yeah, if you kill 2 piglins within a second, skulk sensors, calibrated skulk sensors have a cooldown period of 1 second, so you are going to end up, yes, apple. You are going to end up, with 1 less piglin, because I can't detect 2 deaths, simultaneous deaths. Alright, level reset. We're good. Power-up is out. New power-up is engaged. Any second now. There. New power-up engaged. And we're collecting. And they are still angry. No doubt about it. So I think we fixed our problems, folks. Little design tweak. Actually kind of decoratively looks even better, to be honest. I think it looks really, really cool. Yeah, beetroot is definitely not worth. I put a few of those kinds of things in there on purpose. Yes. That is huge bonus right there. So if players get a gold sword, more power to you. But gold has horrible durability, so just like that, it didn't really help me out too much. Okay, so this guy's not angry. Oh, yes, he is. Okay, just delay. Okay, that was my mistake. Oh, I actually made it to almost a level 3. That was one of my best plays yet. Okay, we're good. That is awesome. So that is good gameplay. I think that'll work really, really well. Okay, now let's start working on what I originally intended to work on in this this game, which is a way to spawn these guys on another platform and then kind of move them into a central area. I'm thinking I probably want to slap carved pumpkins on their heads so they won't despawn. And that gives me an opportunity to do like a custom texture pack thing too, to make them look kind of cool. But nonetheless, I have to have a system to kind of filter them through, which that should be pretty easy because I can use turtle eggs to do that. So let's move in here really quick. The makeshift chunk loader will still be running, and let's get to work. All right, this is a underperforming stream for me, so thank you to people that are sticking around and watching me. Hey, just is one of them. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to have to build. Actually, I already have a gold farm in Lightmatica. Obviously, I'm not going to build like the whole gold farm. It's insane. But I think I'm just going to bring in that Lightmatica schematic so I at least have the platforms, the gold platforms. What does this even lead to? Oh, I think I remember what I did there. Okay, anyway, let's I don't know, over here or something. Let's see what I have, Lightmatica wise. I think it's called like Nether something or another, Nether Basin Gold Farm. Yes, this is going to be huge. This is something I have in my forever world. And it's going to be way, way bigger than what I need. Yeah, so it's essentially a castle. But all I want is this little portion. But yeah, I have this in my nether world. This is my little gold farm receiving thing over here in one of these chambers. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? One of these chambers has a item sorting thing. Yeah, right here. this is all the items for gold drops. So I have regular piglin in here, and then, basically when you fall straight up, see that powdered snow right there, right in my crosshairs. I have a little redstone mechanism that essentially takes all the drops from zombified piglins, converts all their ingots nuggets into ingots, and then drops the ingots, and then takes the rotten flesh and then just throws it into a cauldron of lava. And here is my little kill chamber. So I actually slow them down with powdered snow because I don't want them dying any other way in this farm. This is an active farm. I don't want to have them passively die. I want to hit them with a looting 3 sword so I get better drops. Anyway, this is what I'm interested in. This boring part right here. So this is exactly at the height spawn, height. So thank you, Aegis. Thank you so much. Yeah. I have this featured in an episode on my channel if anyone's interested in checking out. It's just called I think it's 1,000 hours, my world after 1,000 hours or something like that. But this is episode 3, the Nether, I think. This is actually right here. This is a picture of the thumbnail. It's all red and stuff. This took forever to get the blocks and everything because there's just so much black stone and nether bricks and everything. I had to take down a big chunk of a nether fortress and a big chunk of a bastion to get everything. But yeah, I think it turned out really good. I don't have any interior except for that item sorting. This is the only thing I really have. Everything else is just empty rooms. I haven't gotten around to decorating yet because I'm designing Pac-Man. All right, let's get to work here. Let's fly up, and I'm just gonna I think I'm gonna duplicate this and just do the 4 spawning levels because this thing kicks. Like when I turn this thing on, essentially, when I get to the AFK platform or this platform, the spawning platform, this thing, I get dozens and dozens and dozens of piglins. So I think it'll be totally fine. All right, let's turn on the easy place, which I don't think I've turned on in this version of Minecraft 1.21.10, and I just redid all my hotkeys and everything, so I always forget how that works. Easy place mode, true? Is as simple as that? Yeah. Good, okay. I know there's a way to print out Lightmatica schematic, you just fill them in. I don't know how to do that though. That's a weak spot for me. I don't you can just kind of it'll just appear. I don't know. Maybe I'm making stuff up, or maybe it's a second mod or something. But this is how I'm gonna do it. After I do this platform though, I can just duplicate an axiom and then pull it down. Get. Thank you. I never use this easy place mode. It's kind of cool when it doesn't bug out, but I just never use it. Except for in this case, it's this creative mode build. And I've already built this thing once in creative, once in survival. So I am not going through the pain of actually creating it the old school way. I'll just duplicate the ceiling too, the decorative aspect of it and everything. Might as well look cool, I guess, if I'm gonna build it on the server. Okay, that's the thing I need to have the control cycle to place. Okay, all right. Yeah, I know the stick, but I didn't know that was a thing that I could do. Okay, you're gonna walk me through that, Aegis. Let me first do this though. I want the toggle for easy build mode. What is it? Is it hotkeys? That's it. So I can shut it off. Easy place first, easy place toggle. That's it. Let's do. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, what do? I just grab a stick. I never use the stick. Placement, nether base, coal farm regions. And then what? Just control cycle. paste schematic into the world. Do I just hit it then? Right click, shift click? What button do I hit? I know there's a way, but I don't know what the way is. Oh, I did not want to do that. Oh, I moved it. I did not want to do that. Shucks. Then in hotkeys, find execute operation and bind it to your preferred key. Oh, okay. All right. I don't want to paste the whole schematic in because then I'm going to have to like, I guess I could just delete it with Axiom. Let me just do this really quick and then I think this might be a little easier for me. Hold down. All right. Yep. Okay. Just moving it back to where it was. That's why I don't play with the stick. Because I always accidentally do something stupid and move the entire thing. You can choose only to paste the scene layer. Haven't tried that though. Yeah, I bet you can. Because you can do this, like the whole, you know, render layers and then all below. I don't know. They're all above rather, set here. And that's pretty much exactly where I need it. Yeah, right here. That's all I really need. I can relate with a stick. Yeah, exactly. I always end up moving. I mean, I know I can do this. So I won't do that again. All right. So, all right. I just need to find the hotkey. So configuration hotkey. What is it? Just paste? Toggle sign text paste? No. Easy place use key. That's easy place. Print? Is it something like that? Nope. Execute operation, got it. All right, let's do, I don't know. Left control U. Okay, so I need the stick again. Placement in other regions modified. I don't want all layers though. Placement, regions modified, grid paste schematic. I don't know what that means. Area, simple, delete target, placement, another simple. This seems like the one, but I don't want all layers. I keep on hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I don't know how to change that part. Here, let's see here. Generic info overlays. Visuals, colors, hotkeys. It's not even this. Schematic manager, configure loaded. Schematic placements. Tool. Paste schematic into the world. Area editor? No, that's gonna be selecting. Area selection. Normal or simple? That's probably it, maybe? I don't even know. Schematics. Schematics placement. Rotation mirror. Nothing about layers here. Well, let's just do it and then see, because I can just delete the. Let's just see what happens. What did I mark it to? Control I, U? I don't even know. Now I gotta check again. Control U. Alright. Yeah, it did the whole thing. No big deal. I'll just delete it. I can actually have it right here in the schematic, so that should be fairly easy to do. Yeah, I don't care about the There we go. No. I did do... Okay, here we go. First point, and then over here. Something up here. Is that it? Yep. Stupid steeples that are super high. Something like that. That'll second point. It didn't erase. Why did it erase that box? What are you erasing? First point. Second point. There we go. Delete. Done. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Back up we go. And I don't need all this stuff either, so I'll just delete this section, probably right about here maybe. And just taking chunks out of it, and I'll delete it really quick here, just so I can totally see what I'm doing. Thank you, Aegis. That did save a ton of time. Even with the cleanup. Probably, I want to redo this whole like little system too. The hoppers were a bad design choice. They just have trouble keeping up with things, but I don't even need that in all honesty. All I need these guys to do is just drop straight through. So I can just clear all this space out. And just drop them to the depths. Yep, that'll work. Yeah, thanks. I will utilize that in the future for sure. Especially for like stuff like this where all I need is a section of a build. Alright, let's I still might make this look kind of cool though, because it is going to be near my nether hub, because my nether portal, I should say, because my nether portal is very close to the gaming district, obviously. So I think having like some monstrosity, ugly looking farm isn't exactly what I would hope for from another player designing the game. So I think I'm gonna actually make it look kind of cool. And this isn't necessarily a bad design to start. Let's just pop these back. All right. Cool. Okay, so that will work if I had mob spawning on. These guys would drop to their doom. Don't need powder snow at this level. Do need powder snow at the bottom though. Let me make sure there's no lips for anybody to catch. Nope. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Let's clone just this bottom portion. And let's bring that bad boy straight down. Then I'll know exactly what I'm dealing with. Perfect. Okay. Confirm, finish. All right, that is where I'm going to drop them. That's the thing too, is I don't know if I should... I'm probably at risk of them despawning when they get down here unless I can throw carved pumpkins in their heads up here. So I might actually have like some of the machinery might be at this level. Like maybe I'll put the powdered snow back and then they'll wander off in this direction or something like that and then drop into a single cell or something along those lines. Probably not a single because I don't want to risk entity cramming, but you know, something along those lines where instead of simply dropping them first and having them risk despawning when they hit the bottom, I am going to have them drop here into a nice soft pad, and then I'll move them through here. Yeah, that's the idea. So I can do that, and then I can catch them on carpet. Whoops. I hate when I do that. Catch them on carpet. Do slabs above powdered snow do the same thing as carpet? I don't think so, right? I think you'll still have damage. Alright. Something like that. Simple. They can't get out. The babies can get out right here, though. So, let me lower this one. Guess it doesn't really matter because it's not a kill chamber, so I can just block this off. Yeah, that's fine. All I really need to do is this. There, now they won't be able to jump out, and I can just stand and look at them and laugh. All right, cool. Everything is in place. Mob spawning is off in this world, by the way. That's why nothing's happening. So now I will just drop them right to this edge, essentially. Like too wide or something. I'm gonna have to have like probably just one thing to stop them from carrying their momentum. Actually, if I just do this, will powdered snow align mobs like it aligns items? I think it might. I'll test that. Let's test it. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I need the trapdoors, but I could do this though. Do this. Yeah, I think it's just carpet too. I think slabs, you'll die. I'm like 99% sure. Or they'll die. Whatever. Don't worry about decorating right now. Okay. All right, so that will lead them out through here. And then I need an egg, turtle egg, right here. That should be good. I don't think they can reach the turtle egg. Okay, let's just test it. Hey dude, something really tasty for you over there. Sorry. No, it didn't really align him. Yeah, quite the momentum. That guy, not so much. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I'll just have to do like a little pad. I just want to make sure all of them are caught. It's gonna have to be longer than it is wider. All right. All right, cool. It's like a little boxing ring. All right, let's drop them and see if they all fall in that little vicinity. And I will do a dispenser right here with like maybe a tripwire or something like that that can throw carved pumpkins in their heads. Ooh, that's death. That's death. Okay, I'll just move it all over a little bit. Oh look, they're all commiserating. It's kind of cute. Maybe two. Something like that. Now let's drop a couple more. Alright, and you don't. That's what I hate when that happens. Not a huge deal. I can just add gaps to it. I do need them to convene in one area, though. And this isn't serving any good. Because of the fact that I need to do the dispenser thing. Nope, they'll hit that. I think I have to put it here. Which means I might have to bring this out. I could put an observer on it. I am, thank you for joining the chat, Dark Hurts. I am working on a piglin spawning chamber, piglin and spawning and, I guess, ensuring that they don't despawn. So labeling, I don't know what would be a good word, throwing a carved pumpkin on their head so they won't despawn, because ultimately what I'm doing is I'm working on Pac-Man in Minecraft. So this is going to be my ghosts, these guys, Zombified Piglins. Ultimately I'm going to transport them over to here so I can put them ultimately into this chamber, which is the one guy is in here. So then at some point during the game, they will funnel down this into Pac-Man. And this is Pac-Man. These guys have not despawned, which is a miracle. Nonetheless, that is what I'm working on. So thank you for joining the stream. It's a lot of ticky-tacky little builds and stuff like that, because most of the mechanics here, let me just go through so you can get caught up a little bit. Most of the mechanics of the game are complete, except for the spawning of piglins. So currently what I'm doing is I'm just going over here and populating piglins into this area. And I'll just show you really quick. I come over here. This is the start of the... Don't mind the design. It's not finalized whatsoever. But this is the start of the game. So I go over here, smack this guy, drop in, and the objective is to collect all these drops, so these iron nuggets, and then throw them into a hopper. Oh geez, and not get killed by the Zombified Piglins that are all mad at you because you smacked that guy to start the game. So I run over here, throw them into that hopper system. You'll start hearing some beeps and boops any second now. Yep, there you go, because the items are being counted. You guys, oh, thank God. Oh no. You get health potions as power-ups. You can kill the piglins with the health potions, but it takes 2 health potions to kill one of them. Or just then, oh geez, there's a baby in the course. There's a baby in the course. Babies suck because they're super fast, and they'll catch you and kill you, almost guaranteed. But yeah, that's the objective. And if I manage to get the remaining iron nuggets picked up and thrown into the hopper, you'll see that the level resets, and each new level will drop a new piglin. So at a certain point, as you progress through the levels, you are going to be overwhelmed. It's pretty much guaranteed. So it's just like Pac-Man. It's kind of an infinite game, and at a point you will perish. Why did I stop to eat that? Why did I stop to eat that? I think this might be the last of... Oh, no. Get out of here. Nope. More. There was more. There was more. Get going. Where is he? Got him. Oh, there was more. There's more to pick up. Yep, right there, right there. It's probably the last 2. All my pickups are gone, and my timer, which is 1 minute, is going to run out. But luckily, I just got a golden sword from killing that guy, so... That should be the last 2, potentially. It is not. Darn it. And my pickups are... My power-ups are done, so I am going really slow, looking for the last iron. Come on, where? Oh, it's over here. Oh, I have 1 pickup left. Get out of here. No. Okay, that was a level reset right at the end. Boop. Yes, all the piglins die when the level gets reset. Yes, they're dying right now, actually. So right here, they're about to these. See, that guy just died. These open up, and all the piglins will exit stage left and right. And that's actually what takes the longest on the reset, is these guys. While hopper minecarts are going under the course collecting all the dropped items. That should have been picked up. Maybe it hasn't been picked up yet. Maybe it's about to be picked up. Actually, no, it's not going to get picked up because that dropped because of my death. So that's an artifact. Not a huge deal. You might get a bonus baked potato when you start the game. But yeah, so everything's cleared out. All items are discarded. And now I get to smack this guy again and start the game over again. That is the other thing that is not complete, is a level counter. So I'm still debating on whether I want to do like a 7-segment display or something like that, or just simply have redstone lamps. So, and right around here. So essentially, let me turn on gamma just so you can kind of see. Right around here, somewhere up here, I will signify which level you're on. Basically, either displaying it with, again, a 7-segment display, which I don't really have the room for, so I'm thinking just lamps. So lamps will light up maybe around the circumference of the course or something like that, just so you can signify. But that's what we're going to be competing for. Ultimately, this is going to be on an SMP. I'm building it in creative, and then I'm going to port it over to an SMP called the astraeasmp, and I will move lamps. Or sorry, I will have like a scoreboard or a leaderboard, rather, that will all be kind of competing maybe for a trophy or something like that after, I don't know, a month or something. See who got farthest, who got the most points or levels or what have you. But yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing. You should turn off mob drops. I can't. It's going to be on an SMP, so mob drops are just gonna be the way it's played. So if you do happen to get a golden sword, good for you. You know, if you happen to get a really good enchanted nice golden sword, then, you know, Bob's your uncle. You're good to go. However, gold is the least durable out of all weapons, so you probably only get a few hits in, and then it'll break. Given if you don't get a mending one, that would be really obnoxious. But if you do, you do. I mean, like I said, every level is going to drop an additional piglin. So at a certain point, if you had a mending sword, you were just like going to town, you're going to run out of the strength beacon. The mending sword, you know, golden swords are not super great with attack damage, and you might have like 20 piglins in there. You're probably not going to win. You know, you have no armor, no food, except for those little drops right at the beginning, which that's only one per kill. So yeah, it's gonna be a struggle to make it past I'd say like level 10, level 11, because you got to think you start with 4 piglins every level. You know, you get an additional, so level 10 you're gonna have 9 extra piglins. You're gonna have 13 piglins to contend with, and it's not gonna be easy. All right, cool. So it is 7:37. I typically stream for an hour and 40, so we're 3 minutes to an hour and 40. So I think this is probably a good segue just to kill the stream. Kill the stream. Thank you so much for everybody that attended and viewed. Hopefully you come back next week. I'm going to continue building this next week. I may be at a junction to actually start building it in survival on the server, because I have a feeling this weekend I should be able to wrap up the remaining circuits, get the whole piglin nether spawning chamber thing going, and all that good stuff. So once again, thanks, and I'll see you again soon. See ya.